Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This video, we're just going to be hanging out, having a grand time, sharing my love for Disney's Twisted Wonderland while opening some really cool merchandise. So grab a snack. We have a lot of merchandise to go through. There's a lot of cards, collectibles, even some figures, and a whole lot of cool artwork. If you're unfamiliar with Disney's Twisted Wonderland, it is a mobile game first and foremost, and you can download it straight to your phone. And it is set in a magical school, a la Night Raven College. It has a lot of similarities to Harry Potter. You do have 7 magical houses that the characters belong to. All 7 are based on historically what's called the Great Seven in their world, but in our world, we would know them as the 7 Disney villains. So it's a really cool take on it. There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of school drama. If you like a little dark academia thrown in, some heart, some humor, and you can't help but love and root for a lot of these characters because it's a fun time. And a lot of the gameplay is RPG based for the battles. There's also pacing games, but for the most part, you're following the storyline, and there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of reading subtitles, and you really get to know the characters very, very well. And I just was really impressed overall by the storyline and the quality of how these stories are told and woven together while really remaining true and giving nice homages to the 7 animated Disney films that they're inspired from. So let us begin opening, and I guess I should preface all this with saying that currently right now Disney Japan is the only place that has the license for Twisted Wonderland. The only thing in English are the mangas and the game. So that makes it, like a person like me, makes it kind of hard to collect. But most of these I purchased on eBay, some as full cases of items. That seems to be the cheaper way to go. And I will say Amazon has a couple complete card boxes. I think 2 different series, and then I also bought my Azul Figure off of Amazon. And the Q Poskets you can find some of them on Amazon. I found mine cheaper on eBay though. So, you know, you gotta shop around and hunt for it. But hopefully one day maybe we'll see some merchandise in English. I have a lot of card packs to go through, but I wanted to start with my Leona King Scholar figure. This is the Sega figure where they're sitting in like their dorm color chairs, which is pretty cool. And I want to start with him because when I first learned about Twisted Wonderland, probably about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, out of a Japanese magazine, I really like the art style of Leona, and I love Lion King. That is my favorite Disney animated movie. And I figured I would just, you know, absolutely love and be a part of Savannah Claus, my house. Turns out I'm not, but I still love the look and design of the character. All the characters have issues in some sort of way, and ooh, Leona has some. But it, again, makes it all the more endearing, especially when you get to their, you know, their character arc story and chapter. The box art is really cool. I'm going to open it from the bottom just in case, because I could see that being something cool to display. And they're in their school uniforms, which Leona never wears his jacket. He doesn't do a lot of things. Okay, and I'll try not to do any character spoilers if you're playing the games. But it is so fun to talk about and share. And I know some of you are into this, which is awesome because I need more Disney Twisted Wonderland friends in my life. Okay, so solid plastic chair. So that's a simple piece. It doesn't look like he's going to snap in. He's just going to sit on that. But wow, look at how cool the detailing is. So the animal-human hybrids are called beastmen in the storyline. Look at his tail. Oh my god, he has such a long tail. Do not step on his tail though. Do not. And he has his bracelets, the house vest for Savannah Claus, the gloves. They have such cool outfits. He goes with sandals. He has a very laid-back vibe. Oh, they have such cool outfits. How am I going to tuck in his tail? So you just kind of set him there. And I like his pose. He's kind of slouched over. Doesn't want to be here, most likely. Wants to go off and take a nap, or is just thinking sad thoughts, kind of depressed and moody. Meets his vibe, but how cool is that? And of course, he is the house warden of Savannah Claus, which is the, you know, Scar-inspired dorm. Oh, they did such a great job with the detailing on his mane. Such a cool figure. And to this day, like, his art design is just so cool. And I will try leaving links to Amazon or other websites that might have this merchandise. Again, their stock and supply could dwindle. I remember when I first bought this figure, he was not available on Amazon, and I think currently Riddle might be. Bandai makes 6 different Disney Twisted Wonderland card series. I don't have the 6th one, but I have 2 each of all the ones that have been released, and we'll start with collection 1, which is them. It's sort of in their house clothes, and you do get 2 cards per pack. You know what? I'm just gonna cut these. Sometimes I use the wrappers as bookmarks. Makes for a cool looking bookmark. Those are weird scissors. Okay, so inside, oh my goodness, we have one of the professors. So this is so cool too. You have Moses' train, which is twisted from Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, the wicked stepmother. And then Lucifer, the cat, is named Lucius here. And I actually really like Moses' train. He's, I think, the history professor, and he just kind of has a grandfatherly vibe. Of course, the cat is a little bit mean-spirited. So the Gaston character, there's a Cruella de Vil character, and Dr. Facilier make up some of the teachers. And they're a fun time. But I do like Moses' train. Like, I wouldn't mind him as a professor. He's nice. And then, oh, the second one is the Dysomnia dorm characters, or house characters, which is cool to have them all on one card. So we have Malleus, Lilia, Silver, and Sebek, which they are just finishing up chapter 7 in the video game, which is their story, and very cool art design. Then the second pack for set number 1. Oh, speaking of which, we have Ashton Vargas, who is like the PE coach, twisted from Gaston. Okay, that's funny. We're getting the faculty members here, and then this is like the faculty pack. Here's the faculty, but that's really cool. You can see all of them together. The Cruella, I'm blanking on his name, like Divian Cruel or something like that. He's a hoot. He has like a whip and calls the students dogs. So they definitely go there with these characters. And Dr. Facilier runs like the school store too. So I'm forgetting his name's Sam. But there's the look. And then of course you have the school head mage or headmaster, Dyer Crowley, which is the like Dumbledore character. And then you have Grimm. He's thrown in there. Grimm is the magical cat creature, but doesn't think he's a cat. In addition to the main chapter storylines in the game, you can play events, and the events are so cool and fun, and they have so many, and I love their Halloween ones. So I've been collecting these cards, and I actually have some new ones by this company, which I'm not familiar with, but I think they have like a clear component. And this is my first time opening these. So I will say Savannah Claw still has the coolest Halloween outfits in my opinion, which are the pirates. Which I thought, that's another reason why I thought Savannah Claw would be the house I'd belong to. But it's not. Okay. So I'm not even sure if you get 1. You get 2. Oh, okay. I think you get 2. So the first one, it looks like we have Silver from Dysomnia. They have, oh, these are really cool. So they are clear plastic cards, which would look great against a white backdrop. So that's the first one. And then the second one, oh yes, one of the eel twins from Octabanil. We have Floyd, who, oh gosh, he's, you gotta love Floyd. He's a little spooky at times, but there you go. I think you can find some special glitter ones too. They look really cool in general. I guess this one's the more clear design. This one has a nice color backdrop, and then this one has the clear backing. Very neat. It looks like they'll fit in a regular card binder, perhaps. They're a little bit bigger. And I have another one of those card packs to open, which again are very, very cool. Oh, they're in there tight. They're kind of in a cardboard wrapping. So, oh, cool. We have the Ignahide house with Idia and Ortho. And I still am not quite sure what their outfits are. They look like some sort of cool tech knight. They have the pumpkin. Oh, their shields, their armor. I really do like the Idia character as well. When I took the quiz to figure out what house you belong to, I actually thought I might get Ignahide just because he's like 1,000% an introvert. So much so it is very comical, and he said some things that I can relate to where I'm like, oh my god, I thought the same thing before. So he's a good time, but he's also like the never comes out of his dorm room gamer techie guy. So that part I don't relate to per se, but I really do like that character. That's a fun one. He's also does the board game club, which is a good time. And then our other one, oh my goodness, the Leech brothers. It's Floyd again. Floyd can't leave me alone. But that is okay. I actually do belong to House Octavanil, which is a fun time. When I took the quiz, I wasn't expecting that. But now it makes sense. You can get a rundown of like the good qualities of each house, and Octavanil is sort of the very academic house. Very quiet, well-spoken. Their students don't cause much trouble, at least overt trouble, like picking fights, like maybe Savannah Claw. They're more the intellectual, manipulative type of trouble. But that's them at their worst. Them at their best, you know, you definitely would like Octavanil on your team because they are super smart, and Azul is a little too smart for his own good. That being said, Azul is actually my favorite Twisted Wonderland character. And again, there's a lot of good ones to choose from, but I get a kick out of all their schemes and craziness. So I do have his matching figure. I think there's only 3 available. Riddle Rose Hearts is the 3rd out right now. And I purchased this one off of Amazon. So again, the box didn't arrive in the best shape, but that is okay. We're going to open him up anyway. I do like the box art in his school uniform. He's always very, very well dressed. He has the pretty purple chair for the house colors of Octavanil, which is perfect because purple is my favorite color. And here's his figure. His expression is interesting, but I think they did a pretty good job with it. They did a great job with the hair sculpt because his hair is pretty elaborate, kind of made to look like tentacles and kind of flowing underwater type thing. So I do like that. They even have lenses in his glasses, which is pretty cool. He is wearing the house armband that as house warden they should wear. Notice Leona is not wearing his because that's definitely Leona, and you can see the little shell symbol for Octavanil. And then he also has the magic pen, which is where their mage stone is. So view the pens at Night Raven College. That's sort of like their wands. That's where they can channel and use their magic from. And then they have the sort of Night Raven black and white tie. Very impeccably dressed, down to the shoes. Unlike, there's such a contrast between these two characters, and actually he played a role in his storyline, and it's a good time. And then his pose, you know, he's always sitting there plotting something. He should balance with his elbows on the chair. And comparing these figures side by side now, they did a great job on capturing their personality. Like Leona, if this was a meeting, he looks like he just wants to leave. His thoughts aren't in it. Even one foot is poised to get up and go, which he's been known to cut and ditch classes very often. So there's that. While Azul, on the other hand, is very attentive. He's paying close attention to what is being said and probably assessing your strengths and weaknesses to formulate whatever deal he might, you know, use best to his advantage. I love it. Those are perfect. I will say they make some very deluxe Aniplex sculptures, and stay tuned because that was one of my holiday gifts to myself with good old Azul Ashen Grotto. His statue is absolutely stunning, so I can't wait to showcase that whenever it arrives. It's gonna be a while. Okay, let's grab our Metal Card Collection Series 2. This is their ceremonial robes, which are really cool. View it as sort of their, I guess, similar to their mage robes. They have the other outfits as well on their brooms. Okay, so our characters, oh yay! We have Lilia Van Rouge, right? Is how to pronounce it. That's a fun character. That's a very popular character. And then, oh, we have 2 Dysomnia. We have Sebek, which at first Sebek's kind of loud. But now I have a nice appreciation for Sebek. He's actually funny. He's Sebek, and he's holding his mage wand too there. Cool. And then here's pack number 2. We have, oh cool, we have Leona, and this one is out of like the coffin intro scene when they're being transported or come out of the coffins. The coffins play a role when you get like the character cards in the video game and so on. So that's just sort of a classic art design. Looks very cool. Oh, that's right. He does have a tattoo on his arm there too. Nice outfit. And then, oh yes, we have another Idia shroud in his robes, and look at it just sums up his character so much. Of course, he's twisted off of Hades there. And they all have issues, but they're all very, in many ways, sympathetic characters. And Idia's backstory is also very, very sad. But he's a fun character. I like him a lot. Then I have 2 Shikishi boards, which are these large cardboard art boards, and this one is also their ceremonial robes, but these are the only characters you can get in this series. They usually, sometimes with so many characters, they have like a part A and a part B to some of their sets. You'll see that with some of the keychains I have here too. So let's see which one we get. And, oh, cool, we have Silver. Wow, Dysomnia loves us. Oh, he's looking pretty neat. Silver's a fun one because he's constantly falling asleep. But also a very cool character, and I do like the gold embossed detailing on these. I just don't know if they make a binder to hold these or if you're just supposed to kind of display them. Which once I get my bookcases going, that would make for a really, really cool display. Such cool art. I do like their robes. Oh, look at, you have the dark mirror design too on there. That's the first time I noticed that. The second Shikishi board blind bag I have is sort of the different dorms in their dorm outfits, I would call it. This is where they kind of like, you know, do as their casual clothes when they're not in their school uniforms. So this set only has Hearts Label, Octavanille, Savannah Claw, and then the House Wardens coming out of their coffin, like that art style. I would love to find an Octavanille one. Lovingly called, especially in their outfits that we first meet them in, lovingly called the fish mafia of school. Oh, they're a good time. Okay, so let's see which one we get. The coffin art cards look really cool too. Or I should say boards. Okay, so inside, oh, we have Riddle. Which, you know, that outfit's just very cool. Very, very cool. So Riddle Rose Hearts, the House Warden of Hearts Label. I do like the crown, and I love how their roses are half painted red. Just all those little touches and details. Again, they pay great homage to the source material for the Disney animated movies. Another popular collectible for Disney Twisted Wonderland are keychains. They have a ton of keychains. Again, the market audience is more like teen and above for that, so you're not going to find like toys per se. Figures, yes, but still very cool. Lots of keychains, and I have 3 different series. You know what? Let's do the school uniform ones. So again, they kind of divide them up into 2 sets. I have the set for Hearts Label, Savannah Claw, and Octavanille, which basically is Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3 in the game. So I'm pretty sure that's probably how they group some of their merchandise. And it looks like it's just a blind bag with tape. And inside, oh cool, we have Trey Clover. He's sort of the Clover card for Hearts Label, and I actually like that character a lot too. Like, he seems to be like so sensible. Like, some characters you're just like, they're not villainous in any way, and I feel that way about Trey. He's very, very mature and such good friends with Riddle Rose Hearts too. So yeah, he's a good one to have. Like, if you're stuck at the school, like, there's certain characters you probably want to avoid, and ones that you may want to befriend that could be safe. And Trey's one of those. There's also a keychain blind bag series in their Halloween outfits. So I really do like the Halloween costumes for Hearts Label as well. Of course, the pirates are my fave, and then you have sort of like the the inspired mummy art for Octavanil. And then there's Grim in this series. You can get Grim in his little like sorcerer hat or mage hat. That's really cute. So all of those are great. And they're nice acrylic keychains. They're a nice large size. So inside, oh, we have Riddle again. Okay, now Riddle likes us a lot. That's so cool. So I haven't watched a lot of the Halloween event parts, but because I haven't played through any of them. So you can do the walkthrough watches, but on YouTube, I think they're like Gravediggers, but I like the crow skull. It kind of has the Dire Crowley vibe going on. And then the veil. So very, very, very neat. And again, a very nice size too. And then I had purchased a visible keychain. I just thought it was adorable because they do a lot of like the chibi art style too. Not only like the mini game art, but some just different art. I'm not even sure where this is from, but I figured, you know, if I don't get a blind bag version, I at least have this one. Cool logo, but here is Azul getting ready for you to sign a contract, and he just looks really cute there. But notice the like the Ursula cauldron thingy, the shell there. So again, very, very cool. And I'm gonna probably put this one on my bag. And then the last keychain I have is their labware uniforms for their potions class and stuff. And it's so cool because all of these costumes appear as cards that you collect in the game, and then when you unlock them, you get like a little story. Of course, you read through, but you watch it play out as you're reading the subtitles. It's just really cool. There's so much to that game. That game is just hours and hours and hours, and a lot of reading as well. But great storyline. Okay, so it looks like these, oopsies, these are taped. And then once you unlock that character card, you can actually play them as the RPG character too. So you actually do want to, you know, collect as many as you can so you can have playable characters in the game and build up your battle force, so to speak. So good stuff. And inside, oh my goodness, we have summoned Azul. Yes. Okay, they have a keychain there. Oh, how funny. Okay, that is so cool. Oh, he's like a potions master too. Oh wow, it moves. Oh, that's even cooler. So you have like the house crest in back, and it like folds out like that. So you have Octavanil. That is so neat. And then that kind of goes as an overlay. Oh, that makes for such cool art. I like the design and the pose they chose for him. That's nice. Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea they were like sliders like that. You can kind of like leave it dangling. Okay, well, now I have some choices on what I want to put on my bag. Or multiple ones. There's nothing wrong with that. So that is a perfect segue for our Metal Card Collection Series 3, which are their lab uniforms. Okay, so that's awesome. And again, you get to 2 inside. So our first one is Sebek again. Oh, Sebek, you're funny. He's very intently looking at his little potion bottle there. Very cool. And then we have, oh, we have Trey again. That's funny. Okay, so here's Trey in his lab coat. I think he's part of the science club. That's his club, which is pretty cool. And then the back art, it shows the 3 of clubs there. And then our second pack. Now, the card packs do not limit which houses you get. Everything is combined as one, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot to collect. So then, oh, we have Kaleem. We haven't seen anything from him yet. Oh, he's great. He's one of the few students that actually has light magic. And I don't even know what's going on there. I'm assuming he's not too good in potions class, because this looks like it's about to attack him or something. That's fun. He's a great character too. He's kind of based a little bit off of, yeah, the Sultan from Aladdin. And even though he's the house warden, you actually have his vice house warden, Jamil, who is, you know, more from Jafar. At the time of filming, I'm actually on chapter 4, which is the Scarabia storyline. So that's cool. And again, the characters are all likable and entertaining in their own way. So it's a good time. And then our second card, oh, that's not the card. Our second card is, oh yay, it's another Azul. And this is his little like chibi mini game form, I would call it. So these are like the character art styles that you do the battle games with in the RPG style, which is very cute. He has his little magic pen. The last figure of the haul is our Q posket of Leona King Scholar. There's also Jack and Ruggy of Savannah Claw. They do make every single character as well as the faculty in this form. So, oh my goodness, there's a lot to collect. It's going to be hard. That being said, did I order the Octavanil 3? Yes, I did. I just don't have them yet. Stay tuned. Oh gosh, this is taped in multiple areas here. Okay, so inside, okay, just a little assembly. Okay, they're a lot smaller than I was expecting. But Q Posket comes in different sizes. Oh, they look cool though. So I definitely love all the detailing. They did a great job. It's sort of like a combination of like the chibi art and more of the anime art style. It's very subtle, but you can see his scar a little bit. I noticed that his hair does hang in his face, whether he's purposely hiding his scar over the eye. And then he also has all his bracelets, his necklaces, the little fur thing he wears in his like laid back clothes. There's his tail. And that's a very fitting pose for him. They all have like their go-to poses in the game. And their expressions. Oh, their expressions are so great. And look how cute the ears are too. Okay, well, wow. These are nicely done little collectible figures. My wallet is silently screaming off camera right now because it knows what's about to go down. These are too cool. And to have the whole cast in this size would be kind of perfect. That is going to be quite the task though. Okay, so another collectible that you're going to find a lot of Twisted Wonderland are badges or buttons. I think they're called badges, and Ita bags are very, very popular. So I have a mystery, well, this one I know what's inside. This one I don't. And then I bought 2 separate ones. I think they came in a lot of Azul and Leona. They look really neat. I like the glittery part to it. So I've been wanting some sort of like Ita style bag. So this is like motivation maybe to do one. Also, if you have like a tote bag or use like a recyclable or reusable tote while shopping, you can easily attach one of these on there. It's a pretty standard safety pin backing. I really do like the glitter. It's hard to see, but you can see the house crest in back. And this is again them in their sort of dorm clothes. Very cool. And those are the large size ones. This one's going to be a mini one. And then this one's super small. So these were the character crests, which are really cool. So inside, I know what this is. It is the character crest for Leona, which is such Lion King symbol vibes, but technically scar, as the scar goes over the eye. Oh, but that's a cool one. So this one is actually more of a cloisonné pin. And it has all the character symbols. So you have like a tentacle for Azul, the hyena for Ruggy. Oh, so cool. The dragon for Malleus. There's a lot of neat ones. This you can totally wear on your clothes. So then here's the mystery one of their ceremonial robes. So it looks like there's Hearts Label, Octavanil, and Pomfiore, which we haven't had anything. That's sort of the Snow White Evil Queen inspired one. That's cool. I don't know too much about them at this point where I'm at. All I know is that Rook kind of creeps me out, and I know he shouldn't, but he does. Okay, so let's see who we get. And, oh cool, we have Cater Diamonds, one of the Hearts Label dorm members. He was one at first because he does like Magicam, which is like Instagram, and he always has his phone. I thought he'd be annoying, but no, I actually like him a lot. And the Japanese voice actors are so perfect for the characters, and so is his. His voice is a good match. Yay, another really, really cool, likable character. Oh, cool. It's hard to tell, but the gold part is like gold foil or metallic. Oh, these are nice. These are very nice. I actually might like the smaller size compared to the bigger ones. Cool. And let's go back to cards with collection 4. These are the school uniform outfits. And first up is Jack Howell. Yes, the more honorable member of Savannah Claw. And what's funny is that no one really knows, like, Savannah Claw is, of course, based around Lion King, but you have other members, too. And he's a beast man, but he's wolf. He's a wolf. And no one knows, like, what character from Disney is he? Because even the, you know, other characters that are, you know, part of the 22 in the dorm all represent somebody. And the only wolves I can think of are either maybe in Snow White or Beauty and the Beast, right? But anyway, he's a good character. He's a nice one. Oh, and we have another little Chibi Azul. How cute. This is in his school uniform. So yeah, he's definitely showing up now. Okay, our second pack. Ooh, this is going to be a long video. Oopsies. I just knocked something down. I feel like I'm dwindling. I'm rambling. I'm dwindling. Here we go. We have Riddle, who again showing up. He wears like more of the bow tie style in his school uniform. Has his pen. Very cool. The rose crest. And then our second one is, oh yay, it's a little Chibi Malleus. He's another character that has grown on me quite a bit. I like him a lot. But I'm not on his chapter yet. But of course he appears in the mini games, and oh my goodness, I haven't played it. I've done the full walkthrough video game of the Glorious Masquerade event. And Malleus, the team of Malleus, Azul, and Idia together is just a good time. It is so good, and he likes the gargoyle stuff and just everything, and let alone they have a song, because there is a lot of really cool music in Twisted Wonderland, the game, and he sings the main lines, and his voice is like straight out of like Phantom of the Opera. So props to the voice actor that plays Malleus, because my goodness, that was such a cool event, and it is themed and twisted after The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is one of my favorite underrated Disney movies. No one talks about that movie, so I am so glad Twisted Wonderland tackled it, and they have so many cool homages to The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I think there was some nice little bit of character development for Azul. That was just a great time. I love that event. I would rewatch it, and eventually I'll play it. I'm just not ready. And then let's finish off our card packs with the Series 5, are we on? Which I think these are called like the glitter art cards, because you can find special variation art, I believe, which is cool. I haven't found any of those yet. They might be super rare. Okay, so first up, oh, we have Apple, if I'm pronouncing them right. So they're from Palm Fiore, holding the apple there. And he was also in the Glorious Masquerade, part of Azul's group, which was fun. And then we have Trey again. Trey Clover. Oh, and his hat this time. Our second pack. Oh, that one didn't open all the way. So, first up, something green. Oh, yes, Malleus. Oh, now we've summoned Malleus. That's pretty cool. There he is. The horns are not part of the outfit like the other characters. They are his horns. And look at the cool dragon symbol. Yes. And these cards themselves, the borders are glittery, so they do catch the light rather nicely. He has the little spinning wheel. And then on the last one, oh, we have Cater Diamond. I'm going to save the Halloween Shikishi boards for last, but I have this random blind box, because you are going to find like just random items they make. Some are stationary themed, and this one, it's like a little book clip, paper clip, page holder type thing. Probably use mine as a bookmark, but it's the characters in their ceremonial robes, but like the backside is like their bottom hanging off, and we've seen Sanrio do it, we've seen Pokemon do it, like that's just kind of a thing. So there you go, you can get the Hearts label characters or Octavanil. And I'm just excited to see what these look like. The box is actually kind of big, So I just thought they'd be kind of straight up like a paper clip. How do I open this? Okay, it's glued up top here. And inside, oh my goodness, we have Trey Clover visiting us again. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so these are kind of huge. Okay, so they're like a die cut design on the clip. Okay, so their bottom and back isn't too odd. I mean, it works. Oh, and he has his magic pen there. Okay, these are nice. These are really nice quality. So here's one of my manga books. There's Trey making some pastries, so you can kind of use them as a page marker. I'm not sure if he's supposed to like come out over the pages, or does he do the whole? You can't. Well, I guess you could put them like that too. Oh, interesting. You could also use them in journaling to hold back pages if you're gluing stuff. Has a lot of potential and very cute. Another collectible piece I've seen a lot of for Twisted Wonderland are acrylic stands. I've opened one blind box in the past and I got a Jamil one. So I purchased a visible of Azul, and this is like a stained glass design. This is a bigger one too, but they have a bunch and I'm very curious to see what these look like assembled and how cool would that be as part of a display. So let me get this out and we will put it together. It comes with this storyboard piece, which is kind of cool, and I used Google Translate and it said something like, "Looks boring, would you like to play a game with me?" And it's like, Azul, calm down. What are you doing? Stop. And then I think this piece goes in like so, which again makes for a really cool stained glass design and figure. Now this piece I'm kind of thrown off with. It didn't come with directions, but it looks like this kind of attaches in like so, and if you put that on the base, it's like really high up there. So I don't know if they're trying to create depth with that symbol, which you can always remove it, but I again do like the stained glass little pieces. There's the bow tie, the tentacles, the shell. It's very cool. I think I would probably display it without this piece, let's be honest. And then finally, we're down to our last two items, which are the Halloween edition of the Shikishi boards. And there's 23 different ones to collect, so you have a chance of finding all the different characters in their cool Halloween costumes, as well as cute little Grimm. Okay, so we'll start with this one. Gosh, they're doing their blind bags a little differently. They're more like cardboard paper, which is good. Cuts down on waste. So inside, okay, we have Jack Howell. Oh, the pirates just look so cool. Oh, cool, they actually have the gold embossed. Look at that gold pumpkin. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So I like the gold embossed detail, and again, their pirate outfits are so cool. And it is very fitting that the Savannah Claw characters are the pirates. At first I was like, why not Octavanil? But I get it now. They behave more pirate-like, especially Leona and Ruggy. Oh, that's so cool. Love the detail even on the sword. Very nice. And then our very last item. I would actually like someone from Scarabia because I don't know if they're like little werewolves or something, but they have very cool outfits as well. Oh, and of course Octagonal. I can't forget about those guys. Okay, so inside we have Epple again. So Pomfiore, they're vampires. They're very fancy and elaborate vampires, as Pomfiore is a very elegant and beauty-focused ones. But look at the detailing. How cool is that? Like the poison apple woven into the robe. The cool collar. Can't see the vampire fangs on Epple there, but it's a nice one. I'm trying to see if this one has any gold embossed like Jack. I'm not picking up on that. Interesting. So here's everything from our haul. It was a long one, but I have two very important questions for you, especially if you made it this far in the video. My goodness, props to you. You're a fan and I love you. So first off, if you've taken the personality quiz for Twisted Wonderland, which house warden are you most like, which means which like house are you placed in? So I'm Octavanille, which I realize now in Harry Potter I'm Ravenclaw, and Ravenclaw and Octavanille have very interesting similarities in many ways. So I'm at least consistent over a multiverse of stories. So that's pretty good. And then which character, if you had to choose one out of the 22 players here, which one is your favorite? It is a hard choice because they all have something and they're entertaining in many ways. But if you could only choose one, who would your favorite character be? I would love to know. Feel free to leave me a comment. Please leave me a comment. And that'll do it for this video. My goodness, if you watched it all the way through, I love you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was a long one. I do hope you enjoyed it. And I also hope to see you in the next one. So until then, friends, take care. Bye-bye.